Well, good evening, everybody. It is a truly great sight up here to see everybody join together on this beautiful evening to celebrate our 8th graders. My name is Josh Elder. I'm the principal of Eastchester Middle School, and I will be your master of ceremonies for today. At this time, I'm going to ask that you please rise and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem by the Eastchester Middle School Band, conducted by Ms. Rendy. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
National anthem. You guys are pros at this. Remember, just 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome 8th grader Jack Salcido to the podium, who will sing God Bless the USA, accompanied by Ms. Bonner, chorus teacher.
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start all over with just my family by my side, I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, I'm proud to be an American.
Jack Salcedo, everybody. Jack Salcedo. Well, that is one tough act to follow. I don't know who put this together. But I would just like to say, good evening, parents, family members, friends, and the faculty and staff of Eastchester Middle School, my esteemed administrative colleagues in the Board of Education, and most importantly, our Eastchester Eagles, the 8th grade class of 2021. It is truly my pleasure to welcome everybody on this beautiful evening to the 8th grade moving up ceremony. And today we come together to acknowledge and celebrate the accomplishments of 239 Eastchester Middle School students. From academics to character education, to athletics, the arts, and technology, 8th graders, you have spent the last 3 years preparing, not just for tests, quizzes, and projects, you have been preparing for what lies ahead. And that is the true nature of what we are celebrating today, the prospect of your future and what lies ahead. Your journey through Eastchester Middle School has been atypical. Distance and hybrid learning, screening questionnaires, quarantine, masks, social distancing, staggered dismissals, cohort A, cohort B, primary contact, plexiglass barriers, and so on and so on. You were indoctrinated into a brand new world of vocabulary for your education. In your yearbook dedication, I used the quote by John Dewey, "We do not learn from experience, we learn from reflecting on experience." And I'll share with you one of my learnings over the past 16 months. The problems of the future cannot be solved in 150 characters or less. You cannot ask Alexa or Siri to solve them. It doesn't start with a hashtag, and you can't not just Google it, because those problems don't exist yet. Solving problems takes collaboration, teamwork, in-depth understanding, analytical thinking, creativity, and innovation. I'm reminded by the quote by Margaret Mead that never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. So this summer, please put down your phones and please stay off your screens. You have been on screens more this year than a lifetime. Go outside, breathe fresh air, connect with family and friends in persons. Do not be entertained, but rather create your own entertainment. Time is the only constant that we have in life. It doesn't move faster, it doesn't move slower. There are 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes to an hour, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, and 52 weeks in a year, and so on and so forth. In about 1,460 days, that's about 4 years, give or take a day, we'll be right back in this spot to celebrate your graduation from high school. Who will you be then? What will your high school story be? Will you embrace all the opportunities that Eastchester High School has to offer? Time is the constant, and how you use it and who you choose to use it with, that is the journey, and that is called life. Congratulations, Eagles, and best of luck as you once again take flight toward your future endeavors, and I look forward to celebrating you with 4 years from now. Keeping with the theme of time, I would like to acknowledge 2 Eastchester Middle School faculty members who will be retiring at year's end. And I know this one is here. Ms. Jean Percola is retiring after 22 years in Eastchester and 38 years in Eastchester Middle School. Ms. Percola, where are you? Ms. Percola? Ms. Percola, could you please come up here? We have a little something for you, please. If you could please come on up. You didn't think I'd do this. It's okay. So if you heard, it was 38 years total in the profession and 22 at Eastchester. Another faculty member could not be here tonight, but Ms. Sandra Nufa is retiring at 25 years at Eastchester Middle School. Ms. Sandy Nufa. Now, we thank them for their service to our profession and for the impact that they have had on our learning community, which will last for long after they have left. It is now my pleasure to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Robert Glass, who has a few remarks for our 8th graders moving up. Dr. Robert Glass.
Hello everyone, it's my honor to be here tonight joining you for this wonderful celebration of our 8th grade students who've worked so hard and accomplished so much as they now embark on a new adventure. Let me begin by thanking everyone who's played a role in supporting these fine students throughout their years here at Eastchester Middle School. Their success is not only because of their hard work, but it's also because you were there to provide whatever was necessary for them, whether it be love, support, discipline, or encouragement. To parents, families, teachers, teaching assistants, support staff, and administrators, thank you for always being there to provide whatever was needed for these fine young people. Their success is your success as well. To our 8th graders, what a year it has been. My speech to our staff and faculty at the beginning of the year was about doing more than just surviving, but thriving in this new hybrid and remote environment. And that is exactly what they did, and that is exactly what you did. And when mid-April rolled around and we reached a bit of a milestone with more in-person learning, you reconnected with one another and you really got back into the flow of learning again together as a group and as a team at a high level. And here you are today, standing strong, ready to take on your high school adventure. And we are so incredibly proud of you. The experiences and the challenges of this year have made you more than ready for what lies ahead in high school and beyond. If I were to sum up your preparation program, I would say that aside from the amazing courses you've taken here at EMS, your experience over the past 15 months has made you flexible, adaptable, and ready for anything that comes your way. One of the things I've enjoyed very much this spring in particular is watching from my office window. If you ever wanted to know where my office is, it's right over there. And watching from my office window all of the activities taking place on these fields, most recently, baseball. And I think about a baseball player, who puts that extra weight ring on the bat in the on-deck circle to get ready for the at-bat. The weight's heavy, it's hard to adapt to, but after you've used it for a while, and then once you remove it, the bat can swing with more speed than ever, producing better results for the hitter in the batter's box where it matters most. And metaphorically speaking, being in 8th grade might be a little bit like being in the on-deck circle, getting ready for the batter's box in 9th grade. You're very much in the competition as an 8th grader, but you're about to enter a new phase of the contest. And this year in particular, you've been swinging with that extra weight of the pandemic. You were staying patient, getting focused, being ready, waiting for your opportunity to show the world what you can do. Truly, you are ready to capitalize on all the opportunity that awaits you at Eastchester High School, and you will bring with you that adaptability, that flexibility, and that extra power. Through the support of your classmates, I know that each of you will be there to encourage and cheer one another onward, no matter what comes your way. For your experience has made you more than ready for what's coming next. I want to conclude with one final thought today, I guess a bit of a challenge actually, as you get ready to step into the batter's box, so to speak. As you do so, don't just get in the box to get in the box. Don't just go into 9th grade just to be there, but go there with the mindset that you are there to excel. When people get into when batters get into a hitting situation, they're all a little bit different. Some people have the makeup to hit with power. Some have the makeup to hit with consistent contact. And they can hit for average. And some try to be great by anticipating the pitch or by staying mentally tough when they get behind in the count so they can get back on top of the count and work it in their favor. So I guess what I'm getting at is there are a lot of ways to excel, not only in the batter's box, I suppose, of high school, but the challenge is to make up your mind to excel. to find out what kind of batter or learner you want to be and work hard at being the best at it. So as you transition to ninth grade, I encourage you to set some goals for yourself and start going after them. Write your goals down and tell others you trust about them so you can stay accountable to what you want to become. The pathway to becoming exceptional starts today, 8th graders, and I invite you to use this experience you've had this year, which is unlike any other year, and draw upon each other to set the standard for excellence at Eastchester High School. Use the summer months to think about what you might want to achieve, and then start preparing and planning to excel at it. This world needs people like you who will use their experience and their resilience to deal with changes that we cannot predict today. And I encourage you to let that someone be you. Let it start today. We're counting on you, we have faith in you, and we're expecting to see excellence in your future. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Glass. It's customary each year for 2 students to be selected, 1 per team, to speak on behalf of the 8th grade. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Aiden Ruan to speak on behalf of Team Red.
Thank you. We have been living under the shadow of Corona since our school was shut down on March 13th, 2020. That was 468 days ago. 468 days living in quarantine, 468 days having to be in an online or a hybrid school, and 468 days having to deal with and adapt to such a different environment than we are used to. Each of those 468 days required flexibility and resilience. It really is a testament to our strength and willpower that we are still here today, celebrating our accomplishments after so many challenges. After today, we are actually done with middle school. It seems crazy to think about, but it was less than 3 years ago that we were still worrying about getting to our classes and figuring out how to open our lockers. Finishing middle school would be an amazing achievement on its own, but to spend half of our time here in Corona doing what no one else has ever done before, that is something that we will never forget. That is something that we can always tell people that yes, we did it. Yes, we finished middle school in the middle of the pandemic. We also showed great skill to adapt, survive, and thrive in unfamiliar environments. We had to figure out how to do assignments on Google Classroom, format right on Google Docs, bring our computer from class to class, wear masks, social distance, and so much more. After all of our hard work, we are actually starting to see the shadow of Corona lifting. Every day, more restaurants are open. More people are lining up for the diving board at Lake Isle. More people are in the stands at Eastchester Fields, and we are closer and closer to getting back to normal. If things go well, we could be looking forward to being back in school full time when we start high school. I would like to say again that no one has ever done what we did this year before. This year, we ventured into the unknown, and we did not realize how bad things were going to be. But we still did it. Even if it was frustrating, we still faced something that no one has ever faced before. We made it this far, and because of that, we made history. Yes, we made history, and I honestly think that if we can do something as hard as this, then we can do anything. Thank you.
Thank you, Aiden. And please join me in welcoming Mr. Chase Palumbo to speak on behalf of Team Blue.
Good evening, teachers and parents, and congratulations to my fellow 8th grade students. First, I would like to thank all of our teachers and staff for their hard work and dedication. This year imposed challenges in teaching and learning, but together we successfully made it through. Our teachers have gone out of their comfort zone to find new ways to help us learn and to reach each and every student. I'm so honored to have been chosen to speak tonight, but I can admit that initially I was a little nervous. Speaking in front of this many people, especially friends and classmates, can make anyone nervous, but that wasn't my main worry. All I could think was, what am I going to write? After watching other speeches and searching the internet for inspiration, I finally had an idea. I told myself I would just sit down and start writing and see where that would lead me. And I definitely wasn't told to do that by my mom. So this is it. After 3 years, middle school is over. I'm sure we are all a little worried about high school, but it can't be that hard since it's right next door for most of us. We just need to remember that we have done this before when we moved up from elementary school. We were young 10-year-olds with not a care in the world, and we had no idea what to expect. Middle school is a new chapter, and it threw the unexpected at us, like lockers, changing classes, and many different teachers. Well, at least for 1 year. Well, we all adjusted quickly, and 6th grade went by fast. Our teachers were nice, and we had fun with our friends, and many of us were looking forward to 7th grade. For me, I was looking forward to modified baseball. For the most part, we all behaved pretty well and had decent grades, so what would we be worried about for the next school year? Well, we all know what happened in 7th grade. After a quick 6 months of normality, we were all forced to quarantine and wear masks. We all thought our parents were strict and gave us too many limits on what we could do and could not do, but at that point, we didn't know about COVID. School was forced to continue at home over our computers for the last half of the year, and don't get me wrong, everyone was excited about that. I remember the news that Tuckahoe District was closing, and we were all furious and complaining to our parents since we still needed to go to school. And when Eastchester made the difficult decision to close its doors, it was the best thing that has ever happened to us since we first tried ice cream. But after a week or two, we all started to see the downside of the virus and the impact it was having in our town and the rest of the world. It was upsetting to watch the news and hear about the many deaths that were tearing families apart. Everything we loved was closed, and we were forced to quarantine with only our immediate families. We weren't allowed to see our friends in or out of school. We hoped it would be over by summer, but that wasn't the case. Eventually, New York slowly started to open up. We were able to carefully interact outside, but our interactions were very limited, and we were forced to wear a mask. It took time to readjust to this new normal, as the news kept calling it. Personally, summer baseball helped me cope with the isolation of COVID, and it allowed me to see my friends again on the field instead of only through video games. After summer break, we were not prepared for school to open up again. We were so used to waking up at 9-10 in the morning and completing a few assignments and going on with our day. Eventually, in 8th grade, we transitioned to a hybrid schedule. 2 days in, 3 days out. Being in school was different and isolating, since we had to stay 6 feet from our friends and we needed to wear masks all day. All the fun parts of school were taken away: lunch, recess, and gym, to name a few. Our teachers tried to keep us engaged and on track, but the winter was long and there didn't seem to be an end in sight. It was a worldwide nightmare that we couldn't wake up from. As spring approached and the number of COVID cases were declining, we hoped to return to school full-time. The solution was plexiglass surrounding our desks. All the changes were difficult, but we adjusted and it brought us closer together. Our classes returned to full capacity and we were back in school 4 days a week. The halls were crowded and loud, and it was nice to be able to talk with friends. Modified sports began slowly as spring approached. I was excited to be part of the baseball team and competing against other schools with my friends. Finally, we were able to take off our masks outside, and New York began to open up again. Stores, restaurants, and sporting events brought people back together and lifted their spirits. Our 8th grade events were scheduled just when we thought our year was coming to an end. Our PTA, school staff, and families worked endlessly to create a memorable end to our middle school years, and we thank you all for all your hard work. I think one day we will look back upon this pandemic and we will realize how it brought our nation together and made us understand what is really important. It has impacted our lives, but I think we can all recognize that we have grown and learned from our experience. As a result of the pandemic, we have become more independent with our schoolwork, learned to use our technology more efficiently, and most importantly, we understand the true meaning of our family and friends. So, as we graduate from middle school and begin our high school years, we will be faced with greater challenges that will make our goals seem out of reach. We need to remember to persevere and to always put forth our best effort. So I leave you with the words of Babe Ruth: never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Thank you.
Thank you for our student speakers. Each year, we take an opportunity to present several special awards to deserving 8th grade students. At this time, please join me in welcoming Ms. Madeline LeBou, Assistant Principal, to lead us through our awards presentation.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to congratulate our 8th grade students on reaching this moment. Students, I've enjoyed getting to know you and watching you grow. I'm incredibly proud of all you have accomplished throughout your middle school year, especially during your 7th and 8th grade years while learning virtually and in person during a global pandemic. You are a historic class of Eastchester Middle School, and you should feel very proud of all you have accomplished and all of your success. As you transition to the next chapter in your academic career, I wish you all continued success, the clarity to see the opportunities that lie before you, and the strength and courage to take advantage of these opportunities. Good luck to all of you as you begin the next phase in your educational journey. I will miss you all. It is now my distinct honor to present several special awards to our 8th grade students. Our first award this evening is the Flying the Extra Eagle Mile Personal Growth Award. This award is presented to students who have exhibited noticeable growth in both academic and character during their 8th grade year. This year's initial recipients are Frank Chiotti, Lily Joyce. You can come up, guys. Don't be afraid. Where's Lily? Frank Parisi. And Maya Morito. Congratulations, Lily. Congratulations. Next, we have the SEPTA Awards. The SEPTA Certificates of Appreciation are given to students in recognition of an ongoing demonstration of selflessness, kindness, and friendship towards students with disabilities and special needs. This year's certificates go to Daniela Fogliano, Isabella Lanzetta, and Leora Stern. The New York State Citizenship Award. This award is being given by the United States Congresswoman Shelley V. Mayer of the 13th District of New York in recognition of one student's outstanding and invaluable service to the Eastchester community. The New York State Citizenship Award goes to Josue Venegas. The SOAR Award. The SOAR Like an Eagle Award recognizes students who demonstrated admirable behavior and citizenship as aligned with our SOAR initiative of safety, organization, action, and respect. This year's SOAR recipients are Isabella Aurelio, Hannah Birmingham, Trey Fucci, Michael Grillo, and Jonathan Pasak. The American Association of University Women Award. For more than a century, the American Association of University Women has been the nation's leading voice promoting education and equity for women and girls. This award recognizes young women for their excellence in 8th grade mathematics and science. This year's recipients are Catherine Donovan, Sue Young Lee, and Anjali Shafi. The Triple C Award. The Triple C Award is given by the Attorney General of the State of New York to 2 students in recognition of commitment, character, and courage. This award encourages young citizens to excel and fulfill their potential by striving to develop their minds and strengthen their character. This year's Triple C Award winners are Jalen Hahn and Gunnar Moen. The New York State Comptroller Student Achievement Award. This award is presented to 2 students who have excelled academically and have also shown leadership potential by volunteering his or her time to serve the school or community. The New York State Comptroller's Achievement Awards go to Kate Kim, and Sarah Rogers. The Spirit of the Eagle. This award is given to a young lady and a young gentleman who demonstrate the qualities of academic excellence, strong character, and leadership. Students who exemplify the spirit of the eagle tend to be involved in many extracurricular activities such as athletics, cultural arts, and community-based projects that add to the well-being of Eastchester Middle School. The selection of students for this award is done by our teachers through a confidential ballot. The process is always a difficult one due to the fact that so many of our young men and women fit this description in one way or another. This year is no exception. It is my honor and privilege to announce that the 2020-2021 Spirit of the Eagle Awards go to Gianluca Rizzo and Casey Beeks.
Thank you. How about one more round of applause for all our award winners? All right, and now the moment we've all been waiting for, the presentation of our Moving Up certificates. So in a minute, our faculty members will be reading student names who will receive their certificates from myself, Ms. LeBou, and our 8th grade guidance counselor, Ms. Mejia. And I would like just to take a quick moment to recognize Ms. Mejia, who has been your guidance counselor grades 6, 7, and 8, and pass them on. As we please announce student names, I would ask that we please hold our applause until we do an entire row, and then we will take a moment to recognize everybody at that time. Thank you so much. Spano?
Yume Abdel Rahman.
Hold on one second. Let's try this again. How about that first row? Stand up. There you go. There we go, right? And when you hear your name called, you come right up to the top and get your certificate, and then have a seat back down. Thank you. Yes, again, one more time.
Yume Abdel Rahman. Anastasia Abramova. Sydney Alaro. Abigail Albers. Ayana Alex. Jimmy Allen. Ko Ando. Maria Artoglu. Yui Asakawa. Isabella Aurelio. Jerry Avila. Ava Badlians. Casey Beads, Charlotte Beintrexler, Hannah Birmingham, Marina Bernardi, Marissa Bernardi, Michael Bernardi, Deanna Biancardi, Aaron Bellier, Ben Bliss, Max Bliss, Ryan Brainard.
Ella Brown, Ian Brown, Aiden Brown, Eric Brunel, Frank Capone, Gabriella Capone, Maya Rael Cohen Casey, Valentina Castaldi, Sam Cavanna, Salvatore Tremelli, Elvin Chi, Frank Chiotti. Amy Chow, Donovan Chowdhury, Vincent Chaffone, Ariana Sillo, Luke Sanguina, Brody Cooperman, Dylan Cooperman, Joseph Christopher Costantino, Juliet Cosgrove, Amanda Crinian, Lana Serena Cruz, Alexandria D'Ambrosio.
Olivia Diversa Herbert, Julia Delia, Alexander Deprenay, Tiago De Carvalho, Jacob De La Parra, Manuel De Llamas, Ethan De Los Reyes, Jason Deasy, Joseph Martin Deljevic, Flavio De Junio, Luke DeMarzo, and Grace Dixon. Ethan Doherty, Ella Donahue, Catherine Donovan, Colin Doyle, Nicholas Eiler. Julian Scott Ellington. Ellie Fafalos. Paolo Felipe. Patrick Flatley. Daniela Fogliano. Loretto Franciamore. And Trey Fucci.
Tristan Fucci. Leah Galgano. Alexa Gallo Fusinoni. Joseph Garba. Willa Gatzmer. Angelo Gentile. Thomas Giampa. Vanessa Gian Gregorio. Zachary Gleason. Michael Grillo. Luciana Gutierrez. Jalen Hahn. Ryan Hanley. Colin Barnett. I'm sorry. Aaliyah Hartenstein. Henri Hasse. Udai Hayase. Christopher Heinrich. Teresa Holly. June Iguchi. Rowan Intrazi. Hadiakai Ishijima. Taichi Ito.
Jessica Jacobson. Alexandria Jaros. Max Johnson. David Zhao. Olivia Jones. Lily Joyce. Adrian Junchaj. Miko Kajihara. Jessica Kaminsky. Ava Kearns. Dolan Keegan. Rhea Kelmendi. Kate Kim. Carlton King. Romario Collage. Luke Kovar. Momoha Kubota. Isabella Lanzetta. Sarah Lavis. Katie Rose Lawler. Sue Jung Lee. Melinda Lukovic. Ryan Lopez. And Agron Lukaj.
Tyler Lugo. Lauren Meyerly. Robert Maltese. Christopher Mancuso. Jack Manning. Brian Mannion.
Hi, everybody.
Kayla Martinez. Emma Mazzone. I'm sorry, Emma Massandrea. I apologize. Ella Mazzone. Evan McElfresh. Owen McElfresh. Cassidy McGee. Peter McLaughlin. Andrew Medina. Ryan Melnick. Austin Miller. Isla Fahad Mir. Daniela Moshe. Gunnar Moen. Sophia Monteforti. Ali Monteleone. Dennis Marina. And Maya Marita.
Christopher Mora. Joseph Morris. Mary Moser. Joseph Mirzaj. Nanaka Murakami. Sean Murphy. Justin Mylensky. Dominic Natoli. Isaiah Nieves. Madeline Nigro. Kay Nishikawa. And Kaya Nolan. Ian N. Trevellis. Nicholas Okendo. Gianna Oso. Chase Palumbo. Ryan Palumbo. Frank Parisi. Ava Panaccio. Lucas Pequeño. Leonida Perlesci. Salvatore Patron. Gianni Vincent Pettinella. Sienna Evangeline Pettinella.
Jonathan Pesach. Melanie Joy Phillips. Alan Pimentel. Augustine Pinto. Salvatore Pisano. Vincent Pisano. Matthew Pothical. Matthew Pruce. Grace Prezioso. Michael Provenzal. Michael Quinto. Alfredo Ramon Quiroz Alcade. Melina Ranalone. Grace Ray. Elizabeth Rajansky. Adrian Riley. Dylan Rataco. Aditya Raj Rizal. Sarah Rogers. Ariana Joy Rowland. Juliana Roos. And Aiden Ruane.
Sean Rakowski. Pietra Sokolik. David Salas. Jack Salcido. Camilo Samayoa. Alexa Sirocco. Mickey Sato. Yuka Sato. Matthew Savarese. Joseph Secord. Anjali Shaffi. Grace Sheehan. Jackson Shapelsky. Jada Sinanai. Anthony Smith. Trevor Smith. Junyoung Sun. Christopher Sprinkle. Isabella Stallone. Annabelle Starace. Simon Starr. Leora Stern. Luca Cipher. Rohei Tata.
Endra Tahira. Malia Tambini. Logan Tang. Joseph Ungaro. Lara Ungaro. Jason Viguero. Joseph Easy. Luigi Viglione. Jonathan Van Out. Ewan Kevin Wang. Avery Waters. Kai Sean Yamazaki. Jackson Young. Alexander Zalea.
Let's hear it one more time for our 8th graders. Okay. So on behalf of the faculty and staff of Eastchester Middle School, it's my duty to inform you that the 8th grade students have been prepared to the best of our ability for the rigorous programs of Eastchester High School. With the certificates presented, it is my sincere honor to present to you the Eastchester High School class of 2025. I would like to thank all students and families for their continued support during this school year. This now concludes our ceremony. We thank you and have a safe, enjoyable summer, and please enjoy this beautiful weather. Thank you very much.